So today we are going to discuss a very important concept of wavy curve method. Wavy curve method. This wavy curve method, this wavy curve method, this wavy curve method will use the following rational inequality. Rational inequalities. This wavy curve method will use the following rational inequality. What are those rational inequalities? F of x by g of x greater than 0, f of x by g of x greater than or equal to 0, f of x by g of x less than 0, f of x by g of x less than or equal to 0. But in all the cases, in all these four cases, f of x comma g of x are polynomials. F of x comma g of x are what? F of x comma g of x are polynomials, and g of x not equal to 0. But in this case, look at here, this is the wavy curve method. We'll use to only these kind of inequalities, or f of x less than 0, f of x less than or equal to 0, f of x greater than 0, f of x greater than or equal to 0. Either this type or this type. So this type, but in here f of x comma g of x are what? Polynomials. If they are these types, so these functions are called as a rational function. These functions are called as which functions? Rational functions. Rational function means both numerator and denominator must be polynomials in x, and g of x should be not equal to 0. So you know the form of a rational number, p by q form. Similarly, here is also in the same form, p by q form, but only difference is those p and q must be the polynomials in x, and denominator should be not equal to 0. Or to this form also it is possible, f of x less than 0, f of x less than or equal to 0, f of x greater than 0, and f of x is greater than or equal to 0. This is the wavy curve method. Now just look at here, wavy curve method. What is the method of wavy curve method is what? I have already told you that we can use a wavy curve method for what kind of inequality is there? F of x by g of x less than or equal to 0, greater than or equal to 0, or less than 0, or greater than 0 or not. Now what is the method you see? F of x by g of x, if this format is given to you, if f of x is equal to 0, we get zeros. If g of x is equal to 0, we get poles. We get what here? Poles. F of x is equal to 0, we get a zeros. If g of x is equal to 0, we get what? poles. When, if it is in the form of f of x by g of x, if it is in the form of, if it is in the form of f of x by g of x, we want to find out a zeros and we want to find out what poles are not. How you find out a zeros? By equating 0, numerator equating to 0, we get a zeros. How we get a poles? Denominator equate to 0, we get a poles. So here, step number 1 is what? Write zeros comma poles in increasing order. In increasing order on the real line. On the real line. So what we have to do here? We want to write zeros and poles on the real line in which order, Amma? Increasing order. That is the step number 1. But when we will get a poles? If denominator equal to 0. When we get a zeros? If numerator is equal to 0. This is in the case of a which function? Rational function. Rational function. Now, step number 2 is what? After that, step number 2 is what? Start the wave. Next, start the wave. Start the wave from right side of largest value on the real line. So next what we have to do it, we start the wave from which side? Right side of largest value on the real line. Start the wave from right side of largest value on the real line. Largest value on the real line. Now see the number 1. If the powers of factors are odd, if the powers of the factors, if the powers of the factors are odd, crosses the line, crosses the real line. And if the powers of factors are odd, crosses the real line. If the powers of the factors are even, then not crosses the line. Not crosses the line. So this is step number 1, write in a increasing order. Step number 2, start to draw the wave from right side of the largest value. While you are drawing the wave, you just take care of these 2 points. What is that? Check its power. If the power is odd, you can cross it. If the power is even, you are not crossing it. Moving to another one. Not crosses the line. Moving to other point. Next, what is step number 3? Above the line is positive. Above the line is positive. Below the line is what? below the line is negative, above the line is positive, below the line is negative, on the line is what? On the line is 0. So while you are doing this, if the wave is above the line, if the wave above the line it is positive, below the line it is negative, on the line is what? 0 or not. If the wave above the line it is positive, below the line it is negative, on the line it is what? 0 or not. So how you can understand this one? I'll tell you. See the question here. So here we'll see x into x plus 2 into x plus 2 whole square, x minus 1 whole power 5, 2x minus 3 into x minus 3 whole power 4 greater than or equal to 0. This is the first one. But look at here, this is a only which form? F of x is equal to, this is in which form? F of x is equal to greater than or equal to 0 form or not. F of x is equal to greater than or equal to 0 form means, in this case we have only zeros. F of x greater than or equal to 0 means in this case we have only zeros. When we have a zeros and poles, if it is in the form of f of x by g of x form, we have a zeros and poles. Numerator equate to 0, we get a zeros. Denominator equate to 0, we get a poles. Later these zeros and poles write on the real line and start the wave from the largest value. See its power. If the power is odd, we can cross the line. If the power is even, we will not cross the line. We are moving to another point. So that is the case of a rational function. But this is what? This is not a rational function. This is only in this form. F of x is greater than or equal to 0. So what happened? So only zeros are possible. Only zeros are possible. How you get a zeros? What are those zeros? So to these zeros, each factor equate to 0. Each factor equate to 0. This equate to 0, we get 0. This is equate to 0, we get minus 2. This is equate to 0, we get a 1. This is equate to 0, we get a 3 by 2. This is equate to 0, we get a 3 or not. So by equating each factor, we are getting what? Zeros. Because here only zeros are possible. Poles are not possible. So later what I said, Amma? Write a zeros in which order? Increasing order. Where? On the real line. So first you draw the real line here. On this real line, you write zeros in which order? Increasing order. First one is a minus 2. Next is a 0. Next 1. Next 3 by 2. Next what? 3 or not. Later you check it whether these zeros are including or excluding. Next you check it whether zeros are including or excluding. But here if you see, equal to 0 is there or not? What is here, Amma? Here equal to 0 is there. Equal to 0 is there means 0 is including or not. 0 is including means here also zeros should be included. Here also zeros should be included. Now start the wave from which side? From right side of a largest value. What is the largest value here? 3. You start the wave from right side of a 3. Coming to 3 here. What is the 3 related? This is the 3 related factor or not? What is its power? Its power is a 4. That is a which number? Even number. So we should not cross it. Again move to another one. What is that? 3 by 2. Its related power is what? 1. Odd number. So we can cross it. Coming to 1. Its related power is what? 5. Odd number. We can cross it. Coming to 0. Its related power is what? 1. Odd number. Cross it. Coming to 5. Sorry. Coming to minus 2. Its related is what? 2. Which number? Even number. So never cross it. Just to write like this. So after that, do you have any value here or any 0 here? No. Here it's end or not. Stop it. If it is there, again we will move to that point or not. There again you check it, its power. Odd, cross it, even, don't cross it. So above the part is considered as what? Positive. Below the part is considered as what? Negative or not. But here related to which one? Positive and 0. Positive and 0. Therefore solution set is what? Solution set is x belongs to positive. Positive is what? 0, 1. రెండు equal 0 and 1 also we can include here or not. Why? Because here closed circle is there. Union 2. Where to where? 3 by 2 to 3 also including or not. This total is what? Positive only. Here 3 also including. That's why we can write down 3 by 2 to infinite or not. Now what we have to do here? We have to need a positive part. A positive part means above the part, above the real line. That is a 0 to 1, 3 by 2 to infinite. And what are the zeros? 0, 1, 3 by 2, 3 and minus 2 are not. Now check it. Zeros also included in our solution or not? Check it. 0 included, 1 included, 3 by 2 included, 3 also included in 3 by 2 to infinite or not? 3 also included in 3 by 2 to infinite. But which 0 is not included here? Minus 2 is not included. That's why you put a union and then write which one? Minus 2 or not. This one. Not only. Okay, Amma, now see the next one is what? X plus 1 into x minus 2 whole power 2019 into x minus 3 whole power 150 into 2x plus 1 whole power what? 200 less than 2. So this is also this one, and this is also what here? It is in the form of which one? This is in the form of f of x is less than 0 or not. It is in the form of f of x is equal to 0. So here first you find zeros or not. Why? Here only we can find out a zero. Finding of a poles are not possible since it is not a rational function. Zeros means what are the zeros? X is equal to every factor equal to 0. We get what? Minus 1, 2, 3, minus 1 by 2 or not. Later write in which order? Increasing order on the real line. First one is minus 1, next minus half, next 2, next 3 or not. So whether these zeros are include or exclude, check here. Here what is there? Less than is there. What is here? Less than is there. So less than is there means we will not include a zeros. So that's why you take a open circle. If we include them, you must take a closed circle. Here is not including, that's why take a open circle. Start the wave from which side? Right side of the largest value. Coming to here 3, its related power is what here? 150 even. So it will not process. And again switch it to which one? Second point. That is a 2. See, its related power is what? 2019. It is an odd number. So crosses the line. Next is what? Minus 1 by 2. It is a which number? Minus 1 by 2. What is its related factors power? 200. Even number. So crosses. So not crosses. Again back to minus 1. What is minus 1 power? 1. Odd number. Cross it. After that, do you have any other points on the real line? No. That's why we can stop here. So now you write it above the part is considered as a positive, below the part is considered as a negative or not. So that's why what we have to consider here? Here we want to consider only negative part or not considering here zeros. We are considering only the negative part. What is the negative part here? X belongs to, this is negative part, minus 1 to minus 1 by 2 union what? Minus 1 by 2 to 2. Or this can also write like this. How? X belongs to minus 1 to 2. The total minus 1 to 2 we can take it. Except which one? Except this minus half. So that subtract minus half. This is the solution pattern. Similarly, if we see here, x minus 1, 105, 2x plus 3 whole power 110, x minus 3 whole power 71. Next, 2x minus 6 minus 7 whole power 1011 divided by 3x minus 1 whole power 1018 x plus 5 whole power 109 and x minus 6 1000 is always greater than or equal to 0. Is always greater than or equal to 0. So clearly you observe this one. Here what happened? This is a look like a which form? This is in the form of f of x by g of x greater than or equal to 0. Here f of x by g of x is a which function? It is the rational function. F of x by g of x is a which function? It is a rational function. So now just what I have to do here is I want to find out a zeros first. How you get a zero sum? Numerator equal to 0. What are those zeros? 1 minus 3 by 2, 3 and 7 by 2. What we are getting next here? Poles. What are the poles? Poles means denominator equal to 0. Zeros ki numerator is equal to 0. For poles, denominator equal to 0. So that is x is equal to 1 by 3, comma, minus 5, comma, 6. But one thing you remember here, so here how to be remember one thing here. Here you remember that poles never include in the solution. That point should remember here. Poles never include in the solution. Poles never include in the solution. Poles never include in the solution. If you have any poles which never include the solution, why? Because your g of x is always what? Not equal to 0 or not. That's why where how you get your poles? We are getting a poles. We get a poles by equating g of x is a 0 or not. We are getting a poles by equating g of x is a 0. But actually that rational function is defined when g of x is not equal to 0. That is why poles never include in our solution. Now you have to write here, all you write in a increasing order. While you are writing a increasing order, don't write first only zeros, then poles. While you are writing a increasing order, poles and zeros together, we can write in increasing order. While writing increasing order, we consider both poles and zeros, then write increasing order. Which comes first? Minus 5. Next which comes? Minus 3 by 2. Next which comes? 1 by 3. Next which comes? 1. Next which comes? 3. Next which comes? 7 by 2. Next which comes? 6. As I already told you that poles never include in our solution. Poles never include in the solution. So wherever poles are there, first you put a open circle. Here also put a open circle. Here also put a which circle? Open circle. Now for zeros, either you can put a closed circle or open circle. For zeros, either you put a closed circle or open circle. When if zeros are included, put a closed circle. Zeros are excluded, put a open circle. Here zeros, what happened? Equal to 0 is there or not? Equal to 0 is there or not? So that's why we put a closed circle to that. Means in our solution, 3 minus 3 by 2, 1, 3, 3 by 7 by 2, all must be included here because they are a zeros. Zeros are included in our solution. How can you say that zeros are included? Here equal to 0 is there or not? So now you just start the wave from here. See the power of 6. What is the power of 6 here? 1000, even number. So it will not cross. Coming to 7 by 2. Its power is what? 7 by 2 related factor power 1011, odd number, crosses. Coming to 3, its related power is what? 71, crosses. Coming to 1, its related power is what? 105, crosses. Next, coming to 1 by 3, its related power is what? 1018, even number, not crosses. Coming to minus 3 by 2. Minus 3 by 2 related power is also what? 110, even number, not crosses. Coming to minus 5. Its related power is what? 109, crosses. So above part is always what? Positive. Below part is negative. On the part is what? 0. So now we are going to write your solution set. We are going to write your solution set here. X belongs to, only we write a positive part and 0. We write a positive part and 0. What is the positive part here? Minus infinite to minus 5, open, because minus 5 is not included. Next positive part is what? Union 1, 2, 3 closed. This is 1, 2, 3 positive, and 1 and 3 also closed circles are not. So 0 included here. Closed circle is there means you must include it. Next, union where to where? Here. This is also positive or not, right? 7 by 2 to infinite you write. 7 by 2 include them. 7 by 2 what we have to do it? We have to include. But in them which is there? 6 is there or not? So subtract a 6. Now you check it, all zeros are included or not. See, 1 comma 0, 1, 3 included, 7 by 2 also included. But which is not included here? Minus 3 by 2 is not included. So minus 6, element 6 you subtract it. Element 6 you subtract it. But here see, we will write here. While you are writing a solution set, you write here. X belongs to minus infinite to minus 5 union, next closed interval 1 comma 3 union 7 by 2 to infinite. But here you check it, in 7 by 2 to infinite 6 must be subtracted. But which should add it? 0 should be added here. 1, 3 included, 7 by 2 also included, but which is missed here? Minus 3 by 2, 0 is missed. So minus 3 by 2 we include here. But the only thing what you have to understand here is, first you write a positive part, then you write a zeros. While writing a positive part, if possible, zeros also included. Here 1 and 3 is what? Positive. But 1 and 3 also zeros are not. That's why straight away I have taken 1, 3. 7 by 2 to infinite is what? Positive. But 7 by 2 is a 0 or not. That's why 7 by 2 also included. But in 7 by 2 to infinite, what happened? 6 is also present here or not. But actually 6 is related to the pole, which never include in our solution. That's why I subtracted 6. But 0 should be added or not. But which 0 is missed here? Minus 3 by 2 is missed here. That's why I added minus 3 by 2 here. Next, you see one more question. Solve x minus 1 into x plus 3 divided by x minus 4 into x plus 5 is less than or equal to 0. Solve this one. Here also first you find out zeros. What are the zeros? Here also find out a zero. What are the zeros? X is equal to 1, comma, minus 3. Next you write down what? Poles. What are the poles here? X is equal to minus 4, sorry. X is equal to what? 4, comma, minus 5. Now next what we have to do here? On the real line, you write zeros and poles in which order? Increasing order. Here we get what? Minus 5. Next what? Minus 3. Next what? 1. Next what? 4. As I already told you that poles never include in our solution. So poles part you take always open. 4 is a open and minus 5 also open. But zeros is include or exclude depending on which one. Here in the inequality, equality is there or not. Here equal to 0 is there. Here what is there? Equal to 0 is there. So equal to 0 is there means equality should be considered or not. Okay. Now we start the wave from which side? Now we start the wave from which side? Right side of the largest value, 4. What is its power? Odd, cross it. 1. What is its power? Odd, cross it. Minus 3. What is its power? Odd, cross it. Minus 5. What is its power? 1. Odd, cross it. Above the part is positive and below the part is what? Negative. So write down your solution set here. What is that solution set? X belongs to, we consider which part? Negative part and 0. First you write a negative part, that is minus 5. 3 is including here or not? Why 3 is including? Because to 3, sorry, minus 3. To minus 3 we have a closed circle on it. Closed circle means it is related to 0. So that 0 part also should include here or not. That's why I did here. Union. Next what? Negative part is what? 1 to 4. 1 also should include here or not. Why? Here also closed circle is there. 1 to 4. 4. But later you check it, amma. In your solution, you must also include a zeros or not. Whether those zeros are included in your solution or not, check it. But here, how many zeros are there? Two zeros are there. Minus 3 comma 1. So minus 3 included and 1 also included are there. So zeros also included, negative part also included. That's why it's not. Just this how to check it. Zeros are included in our solution or not. Next we have to check it. Poles are always excluded in our solution. Zeros must be included and poles must be excluded. That you should take into the consideration. But so far what we have done the questions here. Here we have done already they have given in a which form? Less than 0 or greater than 0 or less than or equal to 0 or greater than or equal to 0. There are some other parts where he will not give you less than 0 or greater than 0 form. We have to convert into that form. We have to convert into the form of less than 0 or greater than 0. Later apply the wavy curve method. That also will do.